Right, hi everyone, I'm back. Again, a new sort of thing that I'm doing, just something different. You're probably thinking, what's this? Right, so I've got the plans up, but of course I could not show the measurements as that's unfair to the community. That's put all the time and effort into, getting the measurements of the props. So I've scribbled them out basically because you do have to pay, and I've had to pay money, so it's only fair. And like I say, it's not fair on them if I just let all the information out. But I'm just allowed to show the pictures. I am allowed. So here's what it's roughly going to look like. Ignore the top one. It's roughly going to be free, I think, on my Dalek. So I have got a reason why I'm talking about this. So as you can see, I am currently just moving something. I am currently on with the next section. The one in the bottom, this has the borders round it to for when the silicone comes in future to then pour around it and capture the detail. I'm literally on with the second one, and at the minute it is printing. I've just set up another one, so I've got another 3 to do. So that's another 21 hours to wait. So what I'm here for, right? So as you can see from this picture here, we have, and I probably can use the mouse in fact. So from here to about to the bottom, this sits flush on the board, and you're probably thinking, well, why have you forgotten the bit underneath? There is a reason for this. One, it's easier on the moulding for this, so then it doesn't have to, silicone doesn't have to seep underneath. And two, this bit here will be wood, and there is a reason for this, because when I have these cast up in fiberglass, in order to screw them together, I am wanting some wood. I'm wanting to get this as accurate as possible as well, because I do like the idea, and then it makes the neck a little taller. It'll only be about 18mm, 20, something like that, in between each rim. And that's basically, and the other thing that I'm going to be talking about when I finish. If I was to just leave the vents like that, people would be able to see the operator's head and the mechanics. This is what the Paradigms did, but in Asylum they did put some black stock card around it as the light was shining through. They didn't want the top of the heads of the operators seen through. So on my Dalek, what I'm doing when I get round to it, like I say, with the bits of wood that I'm going to have holding this piece together with the screws, I'm going to create a neck cage, wrap the material, which I'll explain what it is, around it with staples and everything. When these rings are all made, the 3 of them, I'll then have them stacked together, and then the cage will be put through the centre and, like I say, screwed together with the black cloth. And what I've used in the past, which works really well, is bedding sheets. So the idea is no one can see in, but the operator can see out just barely, because you can't, when you're in something dark and you look out, you can actually see everything around you. The reason why with the Imperials, like the white Daleks, and I believe the only Daleks that I've used it, reason why they're different is they have gold window tint used, so the operator can see out, but no one can never actually see in. And here I'm going to discuss in detail about the downsides of having the cloth. So if I've literally got a video right here of what I'm thinking. So here, I don't know if you can actually see. I think if the smoke clears, I'll explain. Yeah, you can sort of see right here the silhouette of someone's head. There is another bit that I'll get up in a second, if I can, of where it's even more clear of an operator and he has his glasses on. I don't want this happening because then it loses the effect. So these Daleks here, the Renegades, do have the cloth used, but it doesn't always work. But I do know it's the best alternative instead of just having the slots, because people will just see through as you can see, right, so we've got that, yeah, you can exactly just see right through, and I don't want that. So having the material really does help, especially if you can see, you can never just slightly see, but yeah. Just give me a second, in fact I'll even search up the other one, because it is more prevalent, I think the word is, that you can actually see the operator. Yeah, I found it. And I'll put it on slow for you. Yeah. So here we have another scene from Remembrance. So I don't know if it is, because this is really difficult to try and see, but I'll put it on slow and you'll see what I mean. So I think it's the next shot, in fact. Yeah, that little glimpse there, yeah, you can see. That's the operator, and that's with the neck bin not really working that well. So it depends. It's going to be a trial and error for the neck. Here I am going on about it, but thought I'd upload about where I am with the next section. I've been doing a bit of work on the skirt outside, stuff like that. Yeah, but I thought I'd go on about in discussion about this section and everything. But yeah, as you can see, it is a person at the end of the day operating. If I could turn up the brightness, I would. But yeah, that's basically what I'm on about. So yeah, there is a reason behind all this. There's my mouse. So yeah, I'm creating. So basically, I'm creating this section. This board at the bottom will be wood, and then they'll all be stacked, if you imagine. And then the cage will be put inside to fit around, and then screws will be going that way to hold everything in place with the fabric. So that's the secrets of how they black out the neck. Yeah, just something different. Oh, another thing I learned from my last video. When I was on my walk, I started the camera vertical, I think, and then I turned it thinking it would, you know, turn and everything. And then people have been watching the video sideways. So I've learned I've got to always have the phone, whenever I'm going to press record, always have it sideways, not vertical and then turn it, because that's not going to work unless I had an editing software. But yeah, see what you all think. Yeah, see you later.